All right, welcome back. Well, this is your first time here, so welcome to the Get Bumped podcast. And so we've already recorded this episode once a few days ago, um, on my end, but unfortunately it did not work to plan, and it stopped recording halfway through, and then also you couldn't hear my voice at all, and so people were like laughing at nothing. But anyway, we're gonna try it again. So this is called the excuse me, um, the Get Bumped podcast, and so we're a group of guys that met at Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the yellow shirts. I'm William Crossland, as you know, but we're missing a guy today that was with us a couple days ago, Ryan. Uh, he was also in our friend group. Uh, I don't know how to introduce this again. We've already done it before.
What's up, guys? I'm Brian. I'm from Miami. I work at the homestead of Miami Speedway, and my favorite driver is Dale Jr. It's nice to be on the podcast. It's nice to meet you all.
Oh, we're doing favorite drivers now?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
let's do it.
that's a new one. We didn't do that last time.
Oh man, I don't.
Your favorite driver, Arlene?
Okay, well, so last time Donald could not even speak at all because his microphone was not working correctly. So now that you can speak, let's hear about Don Henley over here. As
Wait,
I
let's just do it on a post-it note again.
Oh, no, let's not do that. No, I don't want. I don't write that fast. My name's Donald. I'm from Iowa. I go to the University of Iowa, and
not too much information now. We don't even know your street address or anything.
are you
Wait,
sure?
is
I
that the
can give it.
Hawkeyes or the Cyclones? I always get
The
confused.
The Hawk guys.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. we
What's
can
your
keep the
social
Cyclones.
security number?
It is four. I'm just kidding. I'm giving it out. But my favorite driver is Jimmy.
I know
Johnson.
your first three numbers because they're the same as me.
That's crazy.
Oh,
You guys shared that.
Yeah,
Well, I know yours too.
I think so because it goes by state, then county, and then
Gotcha.
your last four are individual. All right. Well.
Okay. What about you, West Noodles?
I'm Weston Wilson. People call me Wes. I know a lot about social security numbers. I'm probably wrong about that actually, but
Very evident.
I don't know who my favorite driver is. I'm kind of picking a new one. I was a junior fan back in the day, but I don't know. He's not active now, so
Yeah.
Kyle Busch.
no,
Donald,
not
you-
quite Kyle Busch. I appreciate him, but he's not my favorite driver. So I don't
Well,
know.
he's mine. He's
I'm-
my favorite driver.
Is he?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm definitely kidding.
Okay. Hey, I don't care if you're a fan.
I am William Crossland, as you know from this channel, but you can also call me Brandon. You know, that's all right. And I've had another big hiatus from making stuff on this channel just because life. But we're hoping to get back, but with this podcast and try to make this a regular thing if we can, and talk about the playoffs and also like, but NASCAR, IndyCar, and then Ryan. The guy who was with us before is really big into Formula One, and as is Brian and people like that. And so we want to mention kind of all facets of motorsport on this podcast.
I think we should start off with the best motorsport and start with NASCAR.
Okay, sure. So we're trying. We kind of already went. We had like a whole hour show of this before, so we're kind of trying to condense what we said before. I really wish we had the episode before, guys, because it was so great. It was so much cool stuff said, and now we don't have it, but that's okay.
You want to talk about Las Vegas?
Yeah, but first we were so we were all yellow shirts at IMS for the college program, and we all started a Snapchat group, just like talking about racing and stuff, and talking about the month in general. And then once Fernando Alonso got bumped, we renamed the entire Snapchat, and we went karting together at Speedway, indoor karting and stuff like that. And the discussions continued, and over the summer months, we were like, well, at least I was like, hey, this will make a great podcast because like the way we were gelling and stuff about talking about different things was really working, and I wanted to put this into something like this, and so bippity boppity boop, a lot of procrastination. Here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are. So last time we talked about Las Vegas because that was like
That was
the
so
day
fresh.
before. Yeah, it was still fresh. I mean, we can still talk about it a little bit. Martin Truex Jr., the winner of that. Um, And I saw a thing the other day about how like Chicagoland was the second race. It had its second date on the calendar this time last year, but previous before they added, not last year, but like 2017. But at
2
this
years ago.
point, yeah, 2017. At this point of the season, and Martin Truex Jr. won that race. The last time that Chicagoland was at this time of year, and they were trying to make like projections like, well, if he could win that race, then like that's when he won the championship. And I don't know. There's still
That's a stretch.
too many different
they are
factors at
reaching.
stake.
That's a different.
Yeah,
track
they're just
on a
trying to point
different
out
year.
stuff. That's social media for you.
You gotta make news if there isn't any.
But yeah, well, the big things out of Las Vegas are the new people on the bubble, and also Kyle Busch with his comments about all those guys out there that have never won a late model race. Wes, you had some things to say about that before. I think we talked about that before.
We did. We certainly did. It was a lot fresher 5 days
Yeah,
ago.
it sure
I
was.
liked Landon Castle and Garrett Smith.
Landon Castle's tweet.
Comments.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
that's a
great.
new one though. But
Most
Landon
recent
Castle was
thing.
recently, tweeted about it. He was like, I'm on I-70 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm on
with all these
I-70
people who
and
never
all
won a
these
late
people who
model
never-
race.
Yeah, that gave me a kick. That gave me a giggle.
I can start out the discussion and just start by saying I'm never gonna say anything nice about Kyle Busch, except for this. I understand that we need someone to hate, and I can appreciate the talent. But besides that, he's like I've never hated someone as much as I've hated Kyle Busch. So
Yeah,
that's all I can ever contribute to these comments.
Yeah, you said a mouthful. That's exactly how I feel. And my viewers will know from my Kyle Busch video a couple years ago that like ever since Nashville Super Speedway in 2009, whenever he smashed that Sam Bass guitar, that's when my dislike, I don't know if hatred, but that's when my dislike blossomed, and it only progressed worse and worse since that time.
This could be fun. I want to hear how everyone else started hating Cal too.
For sure, yeah. Does
Well,
everybody hate Kyle Busch here?
I don't really hate him. I don't hate the
Dislike?
guy.
I hate him.
I
He's not
strongly
my
dislike
favorite.
him. Yeah, he's not my favorite either.
How did it start, Donald?
Oh, I'm trying to think. I really don't know. I guess maybe when he smashed the guitar too. That's the farthest back I could think. 2009.
Well, when I was growing up,
And
my dad
Yeah.
hated the Bush brothers. I don't know why. It was
Both
just,
of
it
them.
was during Kurt's
Rampage.
his marriage problems or whatever was
Yeah.
going on. I don't remember. I was like
like,
6.
like about to leave Penske. Like,
Yeah, that time era.
making mistakes in media stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Kyle came into the Cup, and he is just, he's Kyle, and he kind of carried that Kurt Busch ego over. And my dad hated him, so I just grew up hating him. And I don't know, I kind of took a hiatus from NASCAR, came back, and I'm like, I don't really hate the guy. He's winning races. He's all right. He's just kind of an ass on the media. And he's a lot like Donald Trump, if you think about it. I mean, he just doesn't talk to people very well. But I don't know,
He's
whatever other
like a-
talent connections you want to make to Donald Trump is up to you. But
He's like a Kurt Busch, but a little more rowdy, I guess you would say.
yeah,
A rowdier version. A
he's
little
definitely-
more.
he's a crybaby at times, but like,
He's acknowledged that because he did
Yeah.
that in front of the camera. Like, oh yeah, you call me a crybaby.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. He's got a lot of talent. I see where his frustrations might come from. I mean, I don't know. The situation, he was definitely in the wrong in this Vegas incident where he tailgated the 53, 52,
Yeah,
52,
53. Garrett
53.
Smithley. Yeah,
Three.
53.
Doesn't
Okay.
really matter the car number.
In the
Maybe
interview,
three.
in the interview, someone got the wrong number, and he said the right number, get it right, to the interviewer. So it was kind of a funny podcast, or not podcast, interview. It was fun to listen to. It was entertaining, as Dale Jr. said it.
yeah. Dale Jr. Download really did put the whole situation
Yeah,
into
he
perspective.
talked about it first.
Yeah, so we gotta give credit where credit is due on that. But yeah, it definitely influenced my opinion about it after I heard our hero in the sport justify his actions.
Yeah,
I guess.
that I kind of had the same stance as Junior did before I listened to Junior, and then Junior kind of just reaffirmed it.
Why do you do that to me, Junior? Why?
Yeah,
Why are you always the voice of reason?
yeah, that's just Kyle Busch.
Yeah, but anyways, trying to keep the thing on track here. Playoff standings after Las Vegas. So Martin Truex Jr. gets that one win. Kevin Harvick right behind him. Joey Logano third. Kyle Busch fourth. Brad Keselowski fifth. You can go on and on. But the playoff, the guys who are in the bubble, who are on the cutoff line right now, before we head into Richmond, are Ryan Newman 6 points out, Kurt Busch 14 points out, Clint Boyer 21 points out, and Eric Jones all the way back 26 points out. Where do you think they'll end up after we leave? What's the third race?
The Roval.
The
Roval.
Roval.
Is it already the Roval?
Get with it, Brandon.
I remembered before in the first time we tried this episode, but yeah, where do you think these guys will end up after the Roval?
I felt like Jones had to get a good first race because he's not good at Richmond, and I don't think he's that good at the Roval either.
He's not a great
So-
road course driver, is he?
Yeah,
No.
he's not really that great. I mean,
Yeah.
anything can happen, but
Yeah, anything can happen. They changed
I
it too. They
I
added
think
that
Jones
chicane
is
in,
not a
right?
good situation.
I think
Yeah,
Kurt Busch can
definitely
point his
not.
way in.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think so. I think Newman can too. He could surprise us.
Has Kurt Busch ever won at Richmond?
Yeah, he did. 2015.
Yeah, in the Stewart
Sprint
House car.
race.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay, not bad. 2015 and like 2012 to like my high school years, I followed NASCAR the least, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
me
that's when
too.
I kinda-
high school was when I stopped
Yeah.
following it.
It's kind of when I had a fall off, and then like mid 2016, or
Got back
is
on
when
the horse.
I kind of started like picking back on my passion again, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that area of history is still kind of
Yeah,
vague
I
to me.
got a gap of 4 or 5 years too.
Yeah.
Um,
Don and I have been straight on this whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every weekend I
You
would
get-
watch.
you guys are dedicated.
Ryan Newman is leading the guys that are on the cutoff line.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well-
anybody expected Roush Fenway car of all people, and big boy Ryan Newman of all people, to be in this position. And I guess that just shows the effect that he's able to have on the team, and also like his stubbornness when it comes to people passing
Yep.
him.
He's very consistent.
That's mainly what it is. You know, he's able to take any car he's in, I guess, and pump out a good finish.
Decent finish. Yeah.
He's consistent, yeah.
Yeah, he's consistently decent, and I think he's gonna make it to the next round, and I think Kurt Busch will as well.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I
Whoever
agree.
falls down is a guess. I mean, I think someone's gonna.
I think Eric Almirola will fall down.
Yeah, I think
same
Almirola
here.
will, and then I think
Definitely
there's gonna
will.
be a surprise car that is gonna either wreck or just have two
My
bad
thing w-
weekends here out.
I'm afraid
thing
it's going to
with
be Ryan
Almirola-
Blaney.
Yeah, he
Yeah, so
sucked
I
at Richmond.
don't- yeah, he did. My thing with Almirola is that he's good at Richmond, he's good at the short tracks, and he was decent at the Roval last year.
Are you
Was
talking
he?
about Amarola?
Amarola, yeah. I don't
Okay.
want Amarola in the next round, but he might do the same thing as Newman.
Oh, we all know how Kyle Larson was at the
Oh my god, that was
Roval.
great.
He
That was
literally bounced his way off
that
the
was
walls
great.
to the finish.
They made a shirt out of that car. I wish I'd gotten that shirt.
I still
Yeah.
love that. I still love that.
It's like me racing
Race for him.
racing the dirt what's that dirt road course on NASCAR Heat?
Jefferson.
Jefferson, yeah.
Oh,
Jefferson.
I was playing that yesterday in my career mode. We wouldn't make it past the third turn before a caution. We raced the whole race in caution.
that's
It was
a
ridiculous.
mess. Wow.
Yeah, I can't drive on that at all. So
Yeah, neither can
that's my roval.
So, are you guys? We talked about how the ratings were up. Ryan mentioned before. Rest his soul. We'll see him next week. But how he mentioned how the ratings were up, like 3 point, some by some degree. I forgot exactly what he said. Between last year's South Point 400, so this is like the second year of having Las Vegas a second time. And we also talked about how it's majorly funded by Brendan Gaughan because he does own the South Point Casino out there, and he's doing a lot of things to pique people's interest in motorsports betting, particularly with the Monster Energy Cup Series and the Xfinity Series. I don't know why trucks aren't on the board, but I think that'd be something fun to bet on. We also talked about Matt DiBenedetto's news to the 21. And no longer having Paul Menard in our thoughts and minds. Leaving the track for full-time racing. And I don't mean to hate on the dude, but I just feel like nobody is going to remember that he was even there when he's gone. Like, that presence is not going to be missed. Unless, I don't know. I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
Maybe I'm
really
speaking
harsh
really
on him,
arrogant.
though.
Yeah, maybe I'm speaking really arrogantly. Like, unless you're like family with him or like something like you, I don't think you're gonna remember him.
Yeah,
and
he definitely wasn't like a superstar. That's for sure.
He's remembered for being the quiet neutral, just the neutralist of neutral, the neutrality.
The Jimmy Johnson with no championships.
That's a good point. Yeah, very vanilla.
Yeah, very vanilla.
Except during Speed Weeks this year when he bashed Jimmy Johnson. at the Clash.
Yeah, that's
then
right.
And then he spun out DiBenedetto in the 500. So
very, very lows of pros of you. Lows for pros. Lows for winless streaks.
No.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, last time
Oh.
so Don's mic didn't work last episode. Well, last time we tried this episode, and so we just kept bashing Jimmy Johnson because we knew he couldn't say anything about it.
Yeah, and you guys bashed Christopher Bell too. He's my favorite.
Is he?
Is he really your
yeah.
favorite?
Yeah.
What did we bash Christopher Bell? Oh,
I'm going to 95.
Because he's gonna take the 95 spot.
Going to Levine, yeah.
Speaking of the Xfinity Big Three, do you think Cole Custer or Reddick's gonna come up next? Reddick's coming up now.
Reddick, yep.
So does that mean
So it's
Custer's
Reddick and
gonna
Bell
come
so
up
far.
too?
We gotta wait for Custer. He's either
I
gonna
don't think
be
he
in Go
will.
Fast or he's gonna stay.
I mean,
I
if
think
Cole
he'll stay
Custer
another year.
stays, he'll get a championship next year.
He's gonna get one.
Probably
He might get one this
uncontended.
year.
Yeah, definitely. Because he'll be like the only big.
He'll be
Big
the only
threat
driver
left.
from the Big Three, and then
The big three.
yeah,
The
the
Big
Big Three, you know. But
Yeah. And
I mean, if there's ever been a big three, I feel like this one's even more powerful than the last year's Cup Series because they've won
More
like 5
powerful
races each.
more stronger.
yeah, the 6. Christopher Bell and Custer have won 6, and Reddick's won 5.
Yeah.
But the new news came up since we made the last attempt of this episode of
Right.
Daniel Hemrick.
Actually, that day we were just like questioning Daniel Hemrick's like future in
Legitimacy.
Cup, and then he got cut that same day.
And then it was the breaking news.
Yeah. Same day.
So Daniel Hemrick leaving the 8 for after a 1-year contract.
Yep.
And it really was a head scratcher for me when I saw that. I thought you guys were joking, and then I found out, oh, it's actually confirmed.
I
What the
always
heck
think
was
it's a
this,
joke.
Childress? Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a prank, and like he's gonna come out in the 2000 Dale Senior car at Talladega and be like, just kidding. But no, it's real. And
Oh, speaking of that, the RCR 3 car, Jack Daniels, that paint scheme is on
Oh
fire.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they got the Jack
It's
sponsorship
great.
back. Did
I
they have
love the way the
they
car
had
looks.
another interesting sponsorship the other day or coming up here? I don't know what it was. It was for like a metal band. I was like,
Oh, it was on Tyler Reddick's car.
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing that now.
when's
Reddick's
the
like
last
main
time a
theme
car's
this
been
year is like
sponsored
red
by
and
a
black.
metal band?
No, it's the second car sponsored by a metal band. That's what the article is about. Because there was a Slayer car earlier this year, but then NASCAR was like, no, that's too violent because there's like blood on the car and stuff. It was for like one race, and now,
They used to do that all the time in the 90s. They would like kiss cars and like things like that.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I was losing track anyway. Like, but I was talking about the situation in RCR. Like, I I keep saying Daddy's boy or like Grandpop
Yeah.
Pop boy, Upton Dillon. Been in that ride since 2013. Only has a Coke 600 and a Daytona 500 to his name.
What do you say? Only it's funny, but like I can agree that.
Those are, but
that
yeah, he just happened. I know he just happened to win
Yeah.
some crown jewels. Big whoop. Paul Menard did that too. Let's be real. There's
Who
something
else
more to him being in that ride than his
Than his
talent level, which
performance,
we
yep.
know is subpar
Yeah,
compared to other people, and it's because of who his family is.
He is leading the team in points though, by a good margin.
Say he's leading the team in points
Mm-hmm.
out of the two drivers.
Whatever, the duo, the pair, what do you want to call it? It's a team.
Okay, sure, but I mean it's
They're
Daniel
teammates.
Hemrick's rookie. But it's Daniel Hemrick's rookie year.
Okay,
Give him a
that's-
break.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah,
his
like,
rookie
look-
year, but
I'll pull Kyle Petty here, but listen. I'll say this. You look back last year. William Byron had his rookie season, didn't do so hot. I'll give him that.
remember Jimmy
this
Johnson's rookie year?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We all know Jimmy Johnson's year. Don can tell you more than anybody else. But
Yeah,
Donald,
three
give me a
wins.
recap on Jimmy
no.
Johnson's rookie year.
Let's not get off track here.
We're getting way off track here.
But William Byron's second year, he's winning all the polls.
That's true. He's
Pokemon,
got
Yeah, that's true.
Pokemon go to the polls, and he's winning. He's winning all of them, and he's up front a lot, way more than he ever was last year. And I think Daniel Hemrick would be the same if he got one more year at RCR. But unfortunately, moves are being made because Richard Childress thinks he has too many good guys in Xfinity, aka Tyler Reddick, that need to come up now. Which,
yeah.
Well, I mean, RCR's equipment's pretty bad
subpar.
this year.
Subpar.
Yeah.
It's below Rouse Fenway.
it's
Yeah,
ECR
definitely.
engines.
Oh, that's
Oh.
true too.
Yeah, not the best, I guess.
So
It's mostly the Camaros that's been pretty bad too. Like it's,
yeah, the whole Chevy camp has been underperforming this year.
Well,
my whole thing is that once they do
How
like
long
start
can-
performing, it's gonna be amazing to see
Yeah,
how
like, how
many cars
long-
win.
how long can we say, oh, it's just because it's a new car, until we realize, oh wait, it's just a bad car.
Until
I'm
the
not-
Chevys start winning again.
I'm not just saying it's the car. Like I get that his team is bad too, and Austin is not the best driver in the world, but I still appreciate that he's in the car. At least he's still trying.
Like honestly, I'm gonna be a little worried if 2 years down the road we're still like, oh well, these ZL1s they're still new. We gotta work them in.
No,
Buddy, it's been 4 years. where are the bow ties?
How many wins does Chevy have this year? 4?
I'm gonna check right now.
Chase
two are
Elliott,
from
Alex
Chase.
Five.
Bowman,
They got 5.
yeah, Kurt Busch.
One's from Bowman.
Oh, Kurt Busch.
Kurt
And
Busch
then
has
Justin-
2.
Yeah,
Justin
Chase
Haley.
Elliott has 2.
Chase
Justin
Elliott for
Haley.
2.
Kurt Busch has 1.
Justin Haley.
Oh, Justin Haley. That's right.
Hey,
Justin
it was a
Haley.
Chevy.
Haley.
It was a
Justin
Chevy.
Haley. You can't argue with
Justin Haley,
results.
Kurt
I
Busch,
mean,
2 Chase Elliott wins, and then
And
2
Alex
Chase.
Bowman.
That's
Justin
right.
Haley,
Yeah.
Kurt
That's right.
Busch.
Why did I think Kurt had 2?
Bowman. Because he
I don't know.
didn't.
because he didn't. Yeah,
He should, but he doesn't.
Oh yeah,
Larson should.
Larson could have some wins on there.
Yeah, Larson pisses me off.
How so?
I love the guy, but he just can't finish a race.
Can't
Yeah.
finish.
I mean, he led so many laps that the best performance I've seen from him this year was Atlanta at the beginning of the year, and that McDonald's 42 when he was leading so much at the beginning, won the first stage, and then just had a big fall off.
That was a long time ago. I don't quite remember that race.
I'm sorry, I know nobody does but me.
Atlanta. Who
It was
pays attention to
Kazowski and
Atlanta?
Truex fighting for the win.
Yeah.
Truex is mad at Stenhouse because he was.
Oh
Not
god,
giving him
that's
brill.
stupid. I hate
It
when
was
they
very
complain like
stupid.
that. I hate when he
So
complains.
do I.
God, it was so annoying. It's like when you go to Joe Gibbs Racing, you have to complain about everything. It's the
Yeah,
worst.
isn't that a thing now?
Denny Hamlin doesn't complain.
No, now
much.
that you
Yeah, oh, he
now that you
does. Oh,
mention
yeah,
it.
he does.
Denny?
Yeah, Denny complains a lot. Not as Denny's been calm. Like he's what I wish Kyle was now. Denny's calmed down.
Yeah, he has calmed down a lot.
You know what? You know what I
I'm
think
just
about
talking
Denny
about
Hamlin?
24/7.
He hasn't
Denny
complained
Hamlin-
this year, really. Right?
The what's again?
Denny hasn't complained much this year.
Oh, he hasn't had a reason to.
No, 4 wins.
Neither of
he's
the other
pretty
guys.
happy.
Not really.
I think Denny Hamlin is going to make the Final Four this year.
Same. Yeah.
I agree.
And
yeah.
but this time he's my pick to take it all.
He's your pick to take it all?
Yes,
I can see it.
I think
Just-
he's going to win Homestead.
I
He's
wouldn't
won
mind a Denny
Homestead
Hamlin.
twice.
I've been thinking Truex, but
Same.
I think it's going to be a Joe Gibbs car, and I think Kyle is kind of falling off. He just I don't know if falling off is the right word, but his attitude. I mean,
His attitude.
even before Vegas at
Watkins Glen.
not Watkins Glen, Indy, he's kind of
Indy.
he won the Xfinity race, and he just didn't seem like he was like just
blew up.
even like in a good mood, you know, like
you think he's plateaued?
That put me in a good mood.
I don't know.
But Ryan
it's
was
definitely
embarrassed
not-
to be with me.
His skill
Like-
hasn't plateaued at all. His driver development hasn't. It's just like
His morale.
I think he's just frustrated. Just his morale's down or something. Something's going on with Kyle Busch.
he's
and I don't know
frustrated at all the lap cars. He's frustrated at
all the
His
Cup
pick crew?
racers that haven't won.
he's frustrated at Adam Stevens. And
Yeah.
last time we tried the episode, I said we should say a big prayer for Adam Stevens and take your
Yeah.
hats off in respect because that man has gone through so much.
And
I'm not going to do it, but you can.
I'm not gonna
Up to
take my
you.
headset off to take my hat off.
Mr. Stevens, we're so sorry
I'll
that
do
you
that.
have to put up with this man baby.
the man baby
The man, he looks like a man baby.
But he is the man,
with
though.
a beard
I mean,
now. He's got a
His
beard.
beard's ugly. He
He's
should
Oh,
got
that's
have a beard.
awful.
he's got a neck beard.
We
like
should
me right
rate
now, 'cause I have
NASCAR
a beard.
beards.
Corey LaJoy wins.
Corey LaJoy.
Corey
Corey
LaJoy,
LaJoy,
yeah.
Paul
Old pipe.
Menard.
Johnson had a good
Johnson
one.
had a good one, but he looks better without the beard.
Looks so much younger.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a champion again.
All right, so we got
I
a lot
missed
more to
it.
talk about here. So before we move off of NASCAR, who's your pick to win Richmond?
Richmond?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Brad Keselowski.
Still my pick. Still my pick. You monster.
Who'd you say?
I
Uh,
said Brad Keselowski.
I heard you.
I'm
I
gonna
thought Brian,
I'm gonna stay with Joey Logano.
Joey.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Harvick. He's kind of been.
Yeah,
I think
Harvick's
Harvick's
good pick
gonna.
too.
He's gonna
That's
pull one
pretty
out
good
soon
pick.
here.
I don't know who to say, guys.
You gotta pick someone, Brandon. Ooh, we can also do we can also do IndyCar picks too.
Yeah, we're about
We're gonna shift to IndyCar.
We will get to that. That's why I'm transitioning.
Sorry.
down.
My apologies.
Ooh, oh there. I'm gonna go with Denny Hamlin. Okay, I'll go with my championship
Denny
pick.
Hamlin. And
He's gonna-
championship picks. You have Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, he's gonna grab another win at Richmond because
No,
it's his home
what's-
track basically.
Wes is also saying let's pick the championship.
Let's pick the championship.
All right, I've already picked Denny Hamlin.
We'll lock it in right now.
All right. Well,
Although my season prediction video at the beginning of this year says differently. I
Did
think
you
What'd
say
it
this
say?
year?
who'd you pick?
I don't even remember, dude.
Austin
But I know-
City.
But
I'm
I
gonna
know
go with
Oh, that's an
Truex.
Xfinity driver. Why'd he pop into my head? That was weird.
Austin Cindric.
Sorry, guys. That was weird.
All right, Wes, what's your championship pick?
I'm gonna go with MTJ, Martin Truex Jr.
Yeah.
That's my pick.
All right, get number 2. All right, Donald.
I'm gonna go with Joey Logano back to back. I think he's gonna heat up again, just like he did last year, and I think he's gonna take it.
Why do you
Surprise the
disappoint
people.
me, Don?
How am I
Why?
disappointing you?
That hurts, man. Don't put that evil on me.
Donald like vanilla.
I just
drivers.
did.
Don't wish that to happen. Why would you even consider? And he's not gonna be able to do it unless he does something dirty again. He's gonna have to like make somebody mad to do it.
I mean,
And
that's,
it may be
that's
worse
how the
this
playoffs
time.
work now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's how you gotta do it, I guess. But I have a feeling it's not gonna be at a short track this time. It's gonna be something very dangerous. He's gonna have to do, like Talladega, or
I mean,
he's
he
gonna
would
be
do-
he's gonna be the guy shoving somebody out of the way at the Roval and knocking them out.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really could.
Okay, Brian, what's your championship pick?
I was gonna go with Truex, but since West went with Truex, I'll go with Kevin Hart.
All right,
Harvick.
closer.
Harvick.
I mean, that's a safe bet. I mean, sure.
Safe bet. That's for sure.
I like
So
all 4 picks here.
what
they're all
do we
pretty good picks.
what do we think Ryan's pick would be?
Kurt Busch.
Kyle Busch.
Alexander Rossi.
Alexander Rossi. That's right.
Justin
That's
Haley.
right. That's correct.
I'm saying Kurt Busch because I picked the current standing 1. Brian took 2. Someone picked Logano, and then someone picked Keselowski, and Kyle Busch is 4. So that's what Ryan gets. He's the
I don't
leftover.
understand that math.
No. So like the
Explain-
standings right now, we picked
Standing.
4 of the top 5 drivers. So if we just fill in the last top 5,
Oh,
contender,
okay.
you know,
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean now.
Ryan gets Kurt Busch. He doesn't get a say. Okay, it's for the
Kurt Busch
So-
is in the top 5.
yeah.
Before
He's
we move-
4. No, that's Kyle Busch. It's Kyle. I'm used to KY. Yeah, I hope we'll do Kyle Busch. Kurt Busch is like 16th. What am I thinking? He's 14th. My bad, guys. I can't read. Okay,
No, you're good. You're good.
it's way too early for this.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the earliness, but let's get before we get moving here to the next section of the podcast. Wes, can we make sure we're still recording?
Oh, that's
And,
a
like-
good idea. We'll take a little peek skis at that.
Want to
Yeah,
make sure that we're
still
not
recording.
not failing. All right, great, awesome. So we had Ryan here last time to talk about F1. We're still gonna kind of touch on it, although my knowledge is still pretty limited on it.
All I really know recently is that crash.
Yeah,
The 2 crashes.
and I was really proud of Sebastian Bourdais for
Oh.
calling everybody's attention at Portland to come out during practice and just
Yeah.
have a time to just chill out and just all stand together, and that was really nice of him
Mhm.
to bring that up, and everybody agreeing to do it too. Yep. Yep.
It's a good silence right there.
Yeah. Kind of an awkward silence. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I'm reading up on F1 news here quick. I'm just
Oh,
gonna take a
okay.
quick peek.
I'm liking Leclerc's climb. That's been really cool to see. I'm happy about that. Seeing Spa and Monza, those 2 really cool races.
They're going to
That-
Singapore next, it looks like.
Yeah, Singapore is awesome, but the race is gonna suck.
Hamilton
But,
says it's going to
F1
be hard. Down for some
Let's
hard
re-
racing.
It's,
How many
it's gonna be
races?
really hot.
Yeah. How many events are left in the season?
A lot. I love that schedule. I love it.
And who is leading the championship right now?
That's not even a question. It's Hamilton's basically locked it up.
He's lost twice now?
No,
To be fair, I shouldn't even be in the conversation of Formula One. I just
Yeah,
wanted
that's
to
why
bring.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, I don't know
I
anything
I
about
just
Formula
wanted-
One. Why are we talking
I wanted
about
to include.
Formula
I wanted
One?
to
Hamilton
well,
is leading the points by like 2 or 3, like a 2 or 3 race gap. So he has to like finish last 2 or 3 times for everyone else to catch up. Yeah, Hamilton's basically locked in the championship already.
Okay.
Yeah,
So no, not even
that's
a
all I
question.
know.
I just remember bringing up that I knew about them going to Vietnam
Yeah.
and like within the next year or two.
Oh, are
Next
they
year.
adding something? Adding
Yeah,
a...
they're
Yeah,
adding Vietnam to the schedule.
Okay. Are they ever gonna make a Miami race? I've heard they've talked
They,
about that.
yeah, there's news on that. So they had a meeting about that earlier this week, and I think the ones who are still trying to make it happen, and I'm supporting them, but the ones who are still trying to make that happen, they know that downtown Miami is not going to work, so they're trying to do it at the Hard Rock Stadium, and like have like the race, like not like go inside the inside the stadium and outside the stadium, but it's been met with a lot of disapproval because of the noise.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Don't
so
need a bunch of bumblebees running around the place.
Yeah.
yeah, I would love
I'd
to
be
see it
okay
happen,
with
but
it.
I don't think it's going to happen. Which
Okay.
is again teardrop. At least not anytime soon. It might happen one day,
Miami
like
has
a
enough
decade from
racing.
now.
You don't need any more.
Yeah, we need some more street courses in other
They can
places.
We
come
need
up
some
to
more-
like Minneapolis or something,
There you go.
Maybe.
or Duluth.
Um,
Duluth would be cool. I don't know where they'd race, but it's a cool city. They could go over the bridge. Be cool.
Mm.
is it a snowy bridge in Duluth?
No, they have a lift bridge that goes
A
up.
lift bridge.
Yeah,
Oh,
they could
So
lift
they-
it like while the drivers are on it, and then
they
you
had
could,
to like stop.
Yeah, it'd be like in Fast 2 when they jump the bridge, except it's not like a.
That'd be
that bridge,
cool
It's
if
like
they-
a this bridge.
That'd be so cool. If they like put the bridge like halfway up, that'd be awesome. I love
Red
that.
flag. Sebastian Vettel has fell into the river.
It's a lake.
The lake.
Okay.
One other thing I remember talking about last time with Ryan was you mentioned the Dutch Grand Prix is coming back, if that
Yep.
was even a thing, and it's at Zandvoort.
Yep.
Yep.
The
And-
track is narrow and it's really sketchy.
And I was saying on iRacing, Zandvoort's one of those tracks that people kind of are apprehensive about purchasing because it's never used. He's like, well, it's going to get plenty of use now because it's back on the schedule. So if that's all we have for Formula One, I guess we can save it till next week when we have the expert here to help us along.
Ryan Cole. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's shift gears to IndyCar.
IndyCar prepping to return to Laguna practice today on NBC Sports Gold, and they're going to crown the 2019 champion. Last time we talked about when we did not successfully record, we talked about all the possible outcomes.
I can
And
pull
what
those
each-
up if you want me to.
Yeah, and what every driver needed to take the championship for themselves. And we talked about the huge long shot it would be for Scott Dixon, just for funsies.
It would be a huge long shot.
Knowing Dixon though, it might happen.
Joseph Newgarden, of course, 4 wins, 2 poles, 593 points this season. Alexander Rossi right behind him. Simon Pagenaud third. And that's your championship hunt unless they all mess up and Scott Dixon can take it.
How great would that be?
All right, so this is the
Hilarious.
situation here. If Newgarden finishes 4th or better, he wins the championship, flat out.
Yeah.
If he finishes 5th or 6th, Joseph has to get 2 bonus points to get it. 2 more bonus points than Rossi, or 3 over Pagenaud to win the championship. And if he finishes 7th or worse, Pagenaud or Rossi, they're both up for it. And then there's something like, if Scott Dixon can win, if Newgarden finishes 23rd or worse, and
So
both
last.
Rossi and
So
Pagenaud
basically,
finish
lap 1,
6th or
turn
worse.
1.
If
Yeah, so
all
basi-
three guys take each other out the first lap, then
So-
Dixon still
Well,
has
no,
to win
Rossi
the
and
race.
Pagenaud can finish 7th or 8th. You know, like they can get up to 6th.
I'm saying if Dixon wins.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
basically, the first time through the corkscrew, they're gonna have to like have a huge pile up, and it's gonna
Can't wait to
crash
see that.
trash Newgarden.
Yeah, Newgarden's gonna have to be taken out.
Yeah.
And then Rossi
Yeah.
and Pagenaud are gonna have to have like damage or something.
Well, I'm sure Santucci Ferrucci can take care of that after what we saw at Gateway.
Gateway.
Or Takuma Sato.
Or Sato. Oh,
Sato.
don't talk about
Kamikaze
that, man.
himself in the corner.
Come on, man. He said he was sorry, and he had a win to back it up, so he can't be mad anymore.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah. But yeah. I of course I'm Joseph Newgarden fan because of Tennessee. He's
Ooh.
our only IndyCar driver, so I guess just hometown favoritism. But I I really gained a lot of respect for Simon Pagenaud this year. You know, Indy 500 champion when we were there, and we saw his little doggy Norman walking around the grounds, and
I like Simon.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
very
would be.
He
good.
might be. He might be one of my favorite IndyCar drivers right now.
Really, yeah. He would definitely would be like. I would not be mad if he beat Newgarden for the championship. I would still be. I'd be happy. I'd be happy either way. Yeah.
Be a nice
Rossi.
underdog story.
Yeah, Rossi. On the other hand, we
I'm going
talked.
for Rossi.
Yeah, I like him too, but not as much as Ryan Cole does.
Ryan
And,
Cole
it-
loves Rossi.
Yeah, it's a
Rossi
shame we
Rossi.
don't. It's a shame we don't have him right now, because he would be talking more about it. But 2 wins, one at Long Beach, one at
Road America?
jog my memory, Road America. Yeah, and both of them were from like huge, impressive margins of
Domination.
victory. Yeah, just complete utter domination, like 15-second leads over the rest of the pack, and we noted that that's probably the scenario he would be in favor of at Laguna if he were somehow to gap the field by 10 seconds or more
That's how
by
he
the end of it,
wins.
and work his fuel mileage. And we'll also talk about how pretty it's going to be coming back to Laguna Seca. WeatherTech Raceway now used to be Mazda. First time since 2006 or 7. We had it right last time, but I've forgotten it.
Thought it was 2004, but
2004, yeah. That's
I'm not an expert.
Um,
Rossi, I'm reading an article right now, and it says Rossi said that qualifying is going to be critical, important because of the bonus
Rossi
points.
said that.
Yeah, and then he also mentioned it might be a challenge to pass just because of its history.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I never saw him race there, so
They were
I
showing.
really like Laguna Seca though. It's one of my favorite tracks to play on video games.
Yeah. It's always great in video games. They showed IndyCar's social media showed a clip yesterday of the Laguna race in '96 or something
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
of Alex Zanardi
Passing on the
making
corkscrew.
a pass to the corkscrew
Yeah, that was
during
really
the
cool.
kart era, and
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see something like that happen, especially for the
I'm sure we'll get
championship.
something like that. Something cool.
Yeah, there'll be something.
Yeah. I had a girlfriend whose uncle runs cameras for events, and
Yeah.
he runs cameras there all the time.
Oh wow.
So she's been down there a few times, but she's
I
not like
did-
a race fan
I
or
went to
anything.
the track last year.
Did you?
I wasn't able to see the corkscrew, but we stopped by for like an hour and just not an hour, like it's about 20 minutes and checked it out. It was cool to see.
Did you just go there, or was there a race going on?
No, we were traveling cross country, so there wasn't anything going
Okay.
on. But I had a chance to see the corkscrew, but I didn't take it because we weren't sure if we were supposed to be like allowed up there. Like we had to hop a fence to get to see it, and I didn't
Oh
really
man.
think that was worth it.
Okay. Well,
It's
so
only
it's on our
stuff-
bucket list.
yeah. I told myself I'll come back there eventually and not
Yeah.
like have to hop the fence just to get to see the corkscrew.
So the first practice will be today at 1:30 Eastern. Second practice is at 5:10 Eastern. Qualifying will begin at 4:35 Eastern.
I'm gonna think Newgarden's gonna wrap this up pretty well.
Yeah, I think Newgarden's gonna easily take it.
Number
Yeah.
2 coming up.
And I'm okay with that. Newgarden's cool.
Yeah. I don't mind Newgarden, but I'd like to see a fight. You know, it'll be entertaining.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'd like to see it. Like if he's gonna win it, I want a little resistance. You know, I don't want to
I
see
want
just
to
a
fight
straight
on
up.
track and a
Yeah, I
fight
don't
off
want to
track.
see him just run the field like Rossi does when he wins.
Yeah.
It's kind of why I
Something-
don't want to see Rossi win.
Something good for the first time back at Laguna. Speaking of first times, it's gonna be the first time back at Richmond next year for IndyCar. We mentioned last time.
Ooh.
Coming back to another short track, and the last time they were there was, I think this is the one that was 2009, and Scott Dixon was the last person to win there. But certainly that was before the spec chassis, before the DW12. So definitely different, probably different style of racing. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the race. I think Richmond deserves it. I'm happy for them.
I wish they'd add another super speedway, not a short track, but
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was at this. It was at the sacrifice
Homestead.
of losing Pocono, and
Homestead.
Homestead. Yeah, I'd like to see Homestead.
Homestead.
Yeah, we talked before that he likes Homestead because he has
Everyone
dealings there.
does.
You know, we're working there and stuff. Brian does, being from the Miami area.
yeah.
And then we
I
talked
wouldn't
about
mind seeing Michigan too.
what's that?
I wouldn't mind seeing Michigan or California on the schedule. And California, that race, the
Oh.
pack racing, that was still the greatest race I've ever seen from IndyCar.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was really great.
Yeah,
My jaw was like on the floor, just how great that race was.
in the future, they'll probably still consider short tracks as their next additions, unfortunately. But you know, it would be nice to have Michigan or California back.
Yeah.
2020 silly season news for IndyCar. We talked about Connor Daly and
Oh, right.
and
The McLaren seat.
jumping ship to and we talked about the huge acronym for Aeroschmidt now
Yeah.
because it's
Long
Aerosch-
name.
Aeroschmidt, Pearson, McLaren,
McLaren.
but they're
Motorsports.
motorsports, but they're sponsored by McLaren, so it's not exactly
Yeah.
McLaren team. It's just they're getting all their funding from McLaren and
Yeah.
racing development and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this wasn't mentioned last time, but this brings the question to me: is Fernando Alonso coming back?
So
For the
which one?
500, probably.
Just
I
with
don't
the
think.
Yeah,
500,
probably
do
just
you
for the
think?
500.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's what he said. He's confirmed that.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to run a full season. He's like doing other disciplines and stuff, broadening his horizons. I know he's doing something with trucks in like Africa right now.
Whoa,
The Dakar.
Takar, yeah.
the car.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram now, so I just see
Like-
a bunch of Spanish posts.
African V8 super trucks,
Yeah, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, it's like the Baja 1000 in Africa.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
maybe
Imagine like,
we'll see him and Jimmy do something like
Yeah.
that together.
That would be
well, they've
cool.
already done stuff together. Like,
Yeah, they've done the car swap. They could both go back to trucks.
Imagine like watching Baja trucks like that going through the Sahara Desert with like, but then like they go through like savannas and like you see like elephants and stuff walking by.
That's almost what it looked like. He had a picture
Really?
with wildlife on his Instagram.
That's awesome.
It was. I've never
they can,
heard
like,
of the series though.
Hopefully they'll like run over all the poachers out there
Yeah.
for us.
That'd be nice, yeah.
Get rid of all those dudes.
Um.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. If there's not any other 2020 IndyCar silly season stuff you can think of, we concluded the show. We tried to conclude the show with talk about NASCAR Heat 4, and
I'm the only
West
one
of
that's
the-
played it now.
West of the X.
no, the one dude that played it is not.
Yep.
The
I
one dude
play
that's
it now.
played it.
I
You
bought
played it
Go for
now,
West.
but so we
Bought
got
it.
one dude
Describe it.
again. But
Oh.
Ryan showed us his rig tour last time and everything.
My rig tour is short. I just play in a controller.
Okay. No.
So there's no rig tour.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry, you guys missed the rig tour. Ryan showed us kind of like his
his setup.
project with like a pod, IndyCar pod looking thing and stuff like that. But so, what's your experience now that you've had a couple of days with it, Wes?
It's fun.
NASCAR Heat 4.
I enjoy it. I mostly just play career mode. I had a little online session with Ryan and some random guys, and I was a back marker. I didn't do very well. But
Man,
they
you
were-
hadn't even won a late model race. What are you doing
yeah,
out
I hadn't
there?
even won a late model race. I don't know what I was doing in Cup. But
Yeah, you guys were talking in the Snapchat that had some good clean drivers
yeah, they
in
were
your
clean.
session or
They
whatever.
They were into it, so they had like setups and stuff. So they were
Oh.
running fast.
Okay.
They were talking about how fast they were running through the corners, and they were like 5-6 miles an hour faster than me through the corners. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go play career mode. And I started my
I'm gonna
career in
pretend.
trucks. Ryan just started in cup. I started in trucks.
Yeah,
Why don't you
Ryan,
start out in dirt?
Well, I started in
like a real man.
Look at Romy.
I started in trucks racing, and then I also raced full time in dirt as well.
Oh, okay.
So I have a
Ooh,
good team.
both.
I race for Smoke in dirt, and then I race for I don't know some random team, some bad team in trucks.
Well,
Not bad.
What's
team,
your
just
number in trucks?
Trucks. So like the achievement bar pops up when you like.
Yeah.
So like once I got signed, an achievement popped up, and I didn't see the button that you could customize your truck, so I'm running the default truck.
Which is
Oh
I
no.
don't know. It's like 99, but it's
okay, cool.
like just weird
That's a good
colors.
number. Wes Wilson, the number 99 truck.
But I wanted 25. My number is always 25, and so
Yeah. That's a good number. I
Yeah,
wish
I
they
like
brought back
25.
25 in Cup.
yeah.
That's been a while.
I wonder if Hendrick still owns the license to it.
I think, yeah.
I'll give
They've
my
always
number.
had it for years and years.
I want to see Bowman do the 25. That would have been cool.
Yeah. I don't think we have the United Auto Workers Union or whatever it was anymore, or like dietech.com.
Tech,
It was
yeah.
Brian Vickers. I have that diecast somewhere.
It's a nice
Um,
car.
Yeah.
I like
Um, yeah, 2004, 2006 were great years.
I
for
was
paint
just a
Yeah,
little
that's good.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm so much
Yeah.
younger than all you guys for some reason.
Yeah, you are. I remember. But I digress. Um, let's see if there's anything else.
Oh, Richard Childress, driving the number 3 at Talladega.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we kind of
Did we
down for
mention
that.
that?
But
We talked about
that is the
Hemrick,
yeah.
but we didn't mention. That's cool.
But that is the latest
Yeah,
news.
that's cool. I like it.
To subside the news of Daniel Hemrick being let go next year, Richard
Yeah.
Childress has decided to appease everybody. But hey, I'm driving the 2000 Dale Earnhardt car at Talladega.
He should have waited
Yeah.
till next year.
You guys love
Honestly.
me,
I
right?
thought so too, except this is
Yeah,
a
because it would be
50th
20
year.
years.
Yeah, it's gonna be its 50-year anniversary this year for like the RCR in general. So,
Oh,
Okay, yeah, that's
I
a
could
good
yeah,
accept
that's
it,
point.
right.
yeah.
They're having their anniversary.
Right.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gold cars. But yeah, it would be.
oh yeah, the gold cars. Those were amazing.
Yeah, but like, I'm not that great at math, but like, one more year, it'd be 20 years since his last win,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I
So
agree
why
it
don't
should
they
have
wait
been,
till
it should have been done then, but the reason they're doing it this year is the 50-year anniversary.
I bet they'll still do something next year, just
I
for
hope
his
so.
last win, and then it's going to be crazy at the Daytona 500 in 2021
Oh god.
because they'll
Oh,
be doing
yeah.
like 20 years since the
Yeah.
tragedy. Yeah. So yeah, all that stuff to look forward to, and hopefully a new package by then.
Yep.
Oh, hopefully no, not just a new package, a new car.
Yeah, Gen 7.
New generation
It's 7,
of NASCAR racing. Yeah, 7. That would be 7.
Yeah.
All right. So I have not played NASCAR Heat 4 because
Okay.
if I got it on PC, like you can't do if they change it where you can do cross-platform online play, I definitely
Yeah.
would pick it up.
For sure. I really wanted that Microsoft Play Anywhere type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, but whatever.
But anyway, we're looking forward to Laguna Seca and
Richmond.
Rich. I was about
Yeah,
to say
Singapore.
it, man.
And Singapore.
Richmond, and Singapore.
I won't watch
and-
Singapore.
And Petit Le Mans is coming up soon. If any of you guys like IMSA,
Yeah.
That's right.
at Road
I like
Atlanta
IMSA.
in October. I need to go to that sometime. I'm not too far away from Road Atlanta. It feels like, and like in retrospect, everywhere else.
I don't
But,
like the track. I'm not a big fan of Road
Yeah,
Atlanta.
it's nothing special.
I need
but,
more
you know.
tracks near me.
What's
So
that?
I need more tracks near me.
Oh yeah. Me
I got
too,
a
me too.
4-hour drive to Iowa, or 3-hour drive to Iowa. Then I
Yeah,
got
you
a
have a
four-
hard, you have a
Iowa.
hard time up
I
there.
got a 4-hour drive to.
There's too many lakes. There's not enough area to like.
There's no
make-
lakes in the way. There's no
For
lakes
what?
in the way to get to Iowa.
Oh, okay. I was just making the stereotype of Minnesota.
Yeah,
Just
no.
like,
I might drive
without-
over one, but you don't have
Okay.
to go around anything. Take the interstate. And then
and they're
the road-
they're frozen half the time anyway. We
Yeah,
just we
you're
just
right.
skid over them.
you
Right?
just put the ice skates in the car.
Cut a
I
hole
wish-
inside.
Yeah.
It's fishing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not Canada. It's Minnesota. I'm sorry.
yeah. I wish there was more racetracks up here. More professional.
But anyway,
Great
if we're
courses,
still
but-
recording, that means we got through an entire episode, and we probably will actually be able to use this and upload it, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yes,
finally.
I'm sorry,
Get
Ryan.
bumped.
Ryan wasted his time with us before, but we'll have him. Hopefully, he'll come back next week, and we can actually all 5 be here.
Hopefully.
Had a great time again.
Yeah. It's been
Yeah.
fun. Good
Yeah,
discussion.
so we like the idea of doing this, and hopefully, if this gets enough of a following, then possibly the idea is maybe like making this a live thing eventually, if people are into that. But at this early hour, I don't know. It might just have to stay recorded.
I'm just.
We'll think of more fun things to do during the podcast, like write down like ideas to like actually try to do.
I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying the discussion so far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and of
I-
course, if you've made it to the end of this, which I applaud you because it's been a lot of weird stuff
A
going
lot of
on.
weird tangents going on.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff.
Just
But
listening to
if you've
4
been
guys talk.
if you've been hanging on this far, go ahead and leave a comment and leave a like. We'd appreciate it, and
Click
let
the
us know what
bell.
you think about the pilot. And click that bell so you never miss another video. I hate people who do that all the time. But anyway,
It works.
so yeah, I guess it works. People are used to it.
Yeah.
So that's all for this first episode of the Get Bumped podcast. I'll try to add a
Yay.
fancy intro
cool.
to this. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay.
Ryan does graphic design. We could get something going.
Yep.
All right.
So if nothing else goes wrong, we will see you next week after Richmond and Laguna Seca, and an IndyCar champion will be crowned for 2019.
All right.
Bye,
All right.
guys.
Accent
Thanks
there.
for watching.
See you guys.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.
Go
Bye.
Jimmy. Go Jimmy.
Go, Jimmy.
Okay. Stop recording.